Why did the Arisaka rifles go from pretty basic V-notch rear sights to kind of complicated aperture or peep sights to then very simple peep sights? Now on most Type 38 rifles, you have just really basic V-notch rear sights. Of course, these are ladders that go up to a very optimistic 2,400 meters. And this is pretty standard V-notch rear sights of the time. Now later on these Type 38s, starting about the late 30s, you start to see peep sights on Type 38 rifles. And this is sort of an early trapezoidal type of peep sights, and you will see these on the later Type 38s and even the Type 38 carbines. And everyone knows with these early Type 99s, they have these pretty complicated rear sights. Of course, they still flip up, and they also have the AA sights on either side. They have sort of two sets of peep sights for different sort of battle distances. So of course you could flip that up, and then you have your battle sight there at the bottom. So still a very complicated rear sight. Now one of the first things they did, of course, with the later Type 99s is they pretty much just stopped attaching the AA wings or the AA sights to their rear sights. And then later on they actually changed how the AA sights were made so that these are not compatible with the AA sights anymore. So you couldn't even attach a pair of AA sights on these later ones if you actually wanted to. So they did simplify these rear sights, still with the two peep sights that flip up. And of course here now we have a notorious last ditch, as they call them, Type 99s with the very simplified rear sights. This is actually a later style rear sight, the very early simplified rear sights. This sort of block didn't go all the way to the front handguard, it sort of stopped right there. So this is a later last ditch Type 99 rear sight, and of course it is not adjustable at all. You just get your base battle sight aperture distance, and that's sort of it. And honestly, this was probably good enough in 1945.